Welcome, fellow dreamers, and welcome back to another sketchbook session. I'm not really entirely sure what I'm going to label this one yet, but first things first is I can finally show you guys my new ink. Hold on, let me just try to do this in a way where it won't. Okay. This is Chariot. She is my new Kelpie tattoo. And now I'm going to get into her meaning real quick. So Chariot, let's see, my tattoo is, if you don't know, Kelpies are symbols of good luck and great power, and they are also known to drown evil spirits and bad kids, so they're meant to ward off evil. And, as you know, I do have a bit of a bad history with, yeah. So, another thing is I was, listening to, like, some video about White Lotus and the title cards and all that, and the meaning behind White Lotus. And, you know, I was reminded that lotuses are flowers that grow through mud. And then I was asked an interesting question. What holds up your lotus? And, you know, I realized that the space beneath my lotus tattoo was actually blank, and, I was looking to put something there, and, you know, I already had an alien on one side, and on the other side, I had, like, my little Jinx shark, but, they were more rib pieces than, like, stomach pieces. So, I was torn between a manatee and a kelpie. I ended up going with the kelpie because I thought it fit with my design better and my body better. Plus, it's a good representation of me and Adama being a merge together of two different animals, since we are two souls in one body. Well, 3 souls now that we've had a kid, but, you know, sorry, it's kind of early as I'm filming this. So, another good thing is, you know, like the horse would be representative of me, while Adama would be represented by the fishtail because, you know, he's more in tune with the ocean, where I'm more in tune with the earth, which is a good representation of our dragons, too, that are half earth, half water dragons. So, today I would also like to get into my future... Oh, yeah, and why did I name the tattoo Chariot? It's because in tarot, the Chariot card is representative of, you know, control and power. So, what holds up my lotus? Mine and Adama's power. That's what holds up our lotus. Another fun thing I'd like to point out about my Kelpie's tail is that she does have, koi fish spots on her tail. And that's because I was on the fence about whether or not I should get a koi fish tattoo. I was initially going to get one on my forearm because I was told that having one on your forearm swimming upwards was a sign that you're in the Yakuza, and, I kind of just, was going through a paranoid phase, and, upon realizing that I really couldn't assign more meaning to the koi fish than that, I decided against it and just opted to have a Scorpio, you know, my little Stolas tattoo, my little bear, and my, Nevermore. Um, Anyways, we are going to go into the tattoo wish list. I'm going to sketch a special picture for that wish list. That's going to be... It's going to have to do with our 100th video, which is coming up soon. But before we do that, I'm going to do a bit of a... I wouldn't call it a haul because I only got, like, a few items. But, we're going to do a gym show haul, and then I'm going to revamp our personal grid. Or at least that's what we've been calling it. So first, I would like to... Oh, a bit of an announcement too. Our inner child, Poe, has decided to change their name. To be fair, I didn't really ask them what they wanted to be named. I just kind of gave them a placeholder name. So they did end up sending us a gift at the gym show for signaling what they would like to be named. So this is a real 4-leaf clover, encased in what I assume is resin. Anyways, it's preserved. So, yes, Poe would now like to be referred to as Clover. I also got this at the gym show and this chain. Thought it would be cool to put them together. I've had my eye on this one forever. This dragon. Every time I'd see it online, it was like an arm and a leg. So yeah, the dragon stainless steel, the chain stainless steel, I got a preserved clover. I didn't get a whole lot because, I don't know what's been going on with the gym shows lately, but I've been having a hard time connecting with the gyms. But I'm excited about this right here. Hold on. Just get the price tag off it. But yeah, I got something for the grid to make it extra special. And we're gonna revamp it, and I should have brought my focal point in here, but you know what, I'll reset the grid, and then I will go get the focal point. Oh my gosh, it's so cute! Look at that. It's a little temple! Okay. It's made out of jade. So, here's what we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be taking these off, and we're gonna be putting most of them back, but I'm gonna be taking some off, and we're going to be putting them back on in a spiral. Hold on, let me move the camera actually, because it's about to fall. And let me set this here so you can see me taking them, and you're not just getting dead air. Yeah, a little higher. Okay, so I'm just going to take all these off. And I don't want to start on the tattoo wish list until I've gotten the drawing out, because I don't know how long the drawing is going to take me. Okay. Woo! Alrighty. You know, some of these are going to have to, like, not go back on the grid because there's just too many. Come on. I wish I hadn't sneezed just then. Pollen, I swear. Okay. So first I'm going to put the jade on here. And I'm going to have the doors kind of and the windows facing outward. Right in the center. I'll give y'all a better look at it when I'm done here, but I think that's the center. There we go. Next I'm going to put my big pyramid on here. Kind of like so. Then I'm going to put my chakra pyramids on in order. So So first the clear one goes on. Then I think I'm missing one. Nope, here it is. Okay. Purple one. Let's see. Blue. Actually, no, I should tighten that in, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should. There we go. My bad. It's alright, we haven't activated it yet, so... Okay. Green. Get it in nice and tight. That's what she said. Yellow. This orangey brown color. Red. Cycraxis. Come back up. Here we go. Alrighty. I'm gonna put this white pyramid back on. And now we're gonna add the Shasta opals. No particular order, I'm gonna grab them at random, but this one right here is going on last. Okay. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Don't know where the red brick road goes. Possibly back to Kansas quicker? Or does it go to Glenda's house? Okay, it's done. Alright. So we're gonna put the violet flame in with this facing outward. Alright, we got some room. Okay, we can put, let's see. We're gonna put this weird little star one on next. I can't remember what this is called. And then we're gonna put my fire and ice crystals on. I actually don't know which one's fire, but I'm gonna assume it's the amethyst one. And ice. Okay, we can fit a few more. What should I put? I mean, I legit might have to go out and get, because I forgot my focal point. Ooh, okay. So we get some points here. Let me choose carefully. Gonna put the Que Sera on here. Fluorite or sunstone. Let's go with fluorite. Sunstone. Let me curl it in just a bit more. Bumblebee. I think this is bloodstone. Perfecto. Now we're gonna try to even this out a bit. There we go, that's better. Actually, since this one's technically a crystal, I'm gonna put this one over here. And then I'm going to put this one over there. And then I'm going to move this one. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go get my focal point. And then I am going to show you the finished grid. Give me a second. No, don't be loud. Alright, I'm back. Okay. So, pick this up. There is our finished grid. Now I'm gonna charm everything from the center out by touching the tip of my focal point to it. I'm gonna try to film as I do this. Hold on. Gosh, chain's in the way. This is hard. Hold on, let me put this down. Sorry, I wish I could film the whole process, but yeah. We're almost done, hold on. Yeah. Woo! Now I'm just gonna bless it with my singing bowl. Or our singing bowl. Okay. Woo! Alrighty. So now we will get ready for our sketchbook thing. And you know, nobody voted, so we're going with the Steven Universe one. Don't know how hard it is to vote on something, but whatever. Alright. Then we're gonna go into my tattoo wish list. Like, seriously, I don't get why people don't comment. Like, I've checked the video, like, I've had it, like, the comments turned themselves off, and I've gone back in and fixed it, but, you know, I still have, like, I haven't really had them turn themselves off since, but, you know, I still don't have people commenting, and I don't get it. Like, I even said, hey, if you don't know what to say, leave an emoji or something. I don't know. I know people are seeing the videos, they're just not saying anything. There we go. Alright, let's get into the tattoo wish list. So, one thing, no particular order, but one thing, as you know, that's been on my wish list is a manatee. And you already know my story behind manatees and why they're cool, because I actually got to pet a wild one. And they're also endangered, and, you know, they're just special. And nostalgic. I loved sea life in general when I was a child. I loved animals in general, but I still love animals, but, I remember I just thought manatees were so unique and mystic, and I think since Adama's been called a mermaid a few times, he's also has a soft spot for the manatees. So yeah, I'm actually planning to get, like, I found a really cute reference, but it's like a manatee in a little tea, like a little jar of iced tea. And, it's like one of those glitter work tattoos, so when I get some more money, I'm gonna go try out tattoo therapy and see if they can pull it off. And then I'll do a review of tattoo therapy. You know, Inkology actually went out, but I guess that's what happens when you have the worst bedside manner, try to nickel and dime your customers, try to evade taxes, and then, you know, turn away the one customer that was willing to give you a chance. But it's whatever, I guess. Let's hope tattoo therapy does better. Alright, another thing on my wish list, you know, it was the koi fish, but we ended up combining that with the kelpie. You know, I had like a lot of people, like my damn therapist, not my therapist, but my, psychiatrist, she's over here like, oh, are you getting these impulsively? And I'm like, no. I just have a wish list, and, you know, I can't get them all at once. I don't know. I don't get why some people are like older people especially, are like just anti-tattoo. Like, is it jealousy? I mean, get one if you're that jealous of it. Like, I don't know, let's see what the big fucking deal is. Don't try to tear people down. My parents don't really seem to get my tattoo obsession either. It's just, you know, something I've always wanted to do. I've always had a collective personality. And I don't see how it affects anybody else but me. Anywho, Let's see, what's my next wish list item? Oh, so I had this idea for a tornado, but it's in the shape of the tree of life. Now that's cool, isn't it? Another one on my wish list. I definitely want a tarantula. I can't get a real one because, well, I'm scared of them, but, hey, I can get it tattooed on me. Plus it'll match my Scorpio. Probably gonna get it on my other arm over here. I don't know, should I get it on the same arm? I'm gonna get it on the same arm as the Scorpio so they can be together. Not sure about placement yet. What else? So actually, this is another thing I ended up combining because they would go good together. But I've always wanted a real alpaca, but Mom won't let me get one. Well, also there's the HOA, not allowing livestock. I hate the HOA. They always put luminaries in our yard against our consent. It's a fire hazard. Then they expect us to pick them up, even though we're not the ones who put them there. Anyways, and then there's a piñata. I've always had a fascination with piñatas when I was a kid, so it's another nostalgia reminder, like my balloon dog. But, yeah. Sorry, it's hard to concentrate when drawing the initial lines. But yeah, I'm gonna get I want to get an alpaca. Piñata. That is way too big, hold on. Okay. Whew. Trying to think. Been on the fence about a chipmunk, so it's lower on the tier list. They're just so cool. As far as dogs go, I like huskies, I like poodles. But ultimately, I want to get a food dog at some point. Ow! Arm cramped up. Okay, what else? Been on the fence about getting Ouroboros or a traditional phoenix. Or Jormungandr, whatever you want to call them. I mean, technically my little raven is a phoenix, but, I'm also on the fence about eventually saving up for a full-body Jinx pin-up, riding that little rocket thing. I really should have brought my notepad where I had everything written down. Initially I wanted to get a fox because that was one of Redmayne's little disguises. But I'm on the fence about that now because that's a story for another time, but it has to do with my old self dying. I wanted to get a bee too, or combine a fox with a bee, but yeah, I don't know. Another thing. I wanted to get a tanuki. Now, for those of you who don't know what a tanuki is, it's a dog that looks like a raccoon. And the thing is that Mom, I get a lot of my tattoos in black and gray because I'm worried about the color fading. And Mom's like, well, they're gonna think it's a raccoon if you do that. And I'm like, thinking if putting one of those leaves on its head will be enough. Or if I should get Tom Nook, because at least everybody knows Tom Nook is a tanuki. Because his name is actually Tom Nook. Plus, I have something special with Animal Crossing coming out. That's a surprise, though. We're gonna leave that. For now. Plus, I wanted a nice one, but every reference I find for Tanuki tattoo has like a nut sack on it. And I don't get why you're doing that. Like, is that necessary? Okay. Ooh. Really having a hard time getting this to look good. There we go. Alright. Ow. Let's see. I know I had more on my wish list than that. Oh, okay. So I do want to get either a rabbit or a rabbit's foot. Leaning more towards a rabbit. Like Miffy. Because Miffy's cute. Miffy's got that little X face, and my inner child really likes Miffy, so I might get Miffy at some point. And Adama also likes rabbits, so yeah. Alrighty. Just gonna focus on erasing what needs to be erased here. So that's another one. She was forced to eat rabbits raw. Recommend Us. Us is a great self-love movie. It's scary. It's a really good scare. It's a really good motivation. It's just a good movie. Oh gosh. I think I've got indigestion again. But yeah, after this video, I'm gonna update my inner child's information with their new name, Clover. It wouldn't be the first time I've had a placeholder name for a guide. And, since I've learned Hope's real name, I've tried not to do that anymore. Hence why I kind of refuse to give, like, Redmane and Whitefang names until, like, I insisted that they actually tell me what their names are. Because they initially wanted me to give them names, and I'm like, no, I want you to tell me what your names are, because I want to be respectful, and I want to have a relationship with y'all. And, they gave me, like, the roughest translation of what their names mean in human language. But, they said I wouldn't be able to actually pronounce their names unless I had, like, what their mother named them. Unless I, had the vocal cords to roar. Which is fair. So, yeah, like Hope had a placeholder name. Hope. I used to call Hope Powder Puff. Because that's what Grandma called her when she first saw her. I don't think I named her when she was a caterpillar. But I did used to call her Powder Puff. She had a placeholder name. And I don't think this really counts, but I thought Stolas was Barbiel at first. And the reason I assumed this is because there are archangels assigned to, like, different zodiacs. And Barbiel was assigned to Scorpio, so I just kind of assumed. But no, I had a special angel. With a special story. Anywho. I got hiccups. Oh gosh, okay. What else? So, I was watching this tattoo tour, right? I can't remember who it was by. But she had a tattoo where her proceeds from her tattoo went to saving beehives. And I'm like, fuck, I'd love to have a charity tattoo. So, while it's not technically a wishlist item, it's an experience wishlist item. What else? I wouldn't mind getting either Gyarados or Meowth tattooed on me. Or both. Oh my gosh, if I could get them together, that would be cute. What else? I thought about getting a beta. Because they're so pretty, and I had two when I was a child. I really did want to get a mountain range ring tattoo. I mean, they said it wouldn't stay, but I don't know. Would it stay on the fat top part of my finger? Like, I know it probably wouldn't stay here because of the healing, but would it stay up here? I don't know. Kraken is on my wish list. Unleash the Kraken! And I plan to name that Kraken Medusa. I wanted to get a Medusa at one point, but Mom was like, well, why would you want to get what everybody else gets? And I'm like, yeah, I guess good point. But yeah, I think it would be cooler to get a Kraken and name her Medusa. Okay. I want to get an Orca at some point, but only if Mom will get a matching one with me. I love orcas. What else? I would like to get another experience I'd like to have. There are two experiences. I would like to do a get what you get. But I am kind of nervous to do that because I don't want to end up with I don't know. I don't want to run the risk of something that I really, really, really absolutely can't have coming out of there. I mean, Ernie said if I really didn't like it, he'd change it, though. My biggest thing is I don't want a satanic symbol coming out, and I don't want something kind of ugly coming out, like somebody got Shrek once, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I have a damn ogre on me. Plus, there were options of shows that my ex liked on there. And I'll be damned if I get a reminder of him tattooed anywhere on me. Let's see what else. Having a hard time getting this arm to look right. On the fence about a dragonfly. Again, that's another disguise that Redmane and Whitefang frequently take, and they're a good nostalgia reminder as well. Gosh, next time I might just draw the skeleton first. This is why it takes so long, is I can get the fucking skeleton to look right. Oh my gosh. I guess that's good enough. Let's see. Is that all I had? I'd also like to get a Friday the 13th tattoo. Just for the experience, you know? There's a hole in my bucket, dear Martha, dear Martha. Alright, that couldn't have seriously been it, could it? Guess my tattoo wish list wasn't as big as I thought it was. So let me think for a minute while I try to get these to look right. Thinking about a monkey. Monkeys are cool. Maybe a rainbow monkey. Oh my gosh. As much as I love that show, it got dark. Especially the ending. Damn. Yeah, we'll just ship this kid off into space to die and hope nothing happens. Oh my gosh. Gosh, and there were like times when they would like age rapidly and shit. Alright. Thought about a tapier because they ward off nightmares. Put some indentions in these fingers. I like sheep too. I wanted to do a goat, but because they're cute and they smile at me when I brush their fur at the petting zoo. But yeah, Satanists have ruined goats too. Alright. Trying as hard as I can to... I guess I've got most of my tattoo wish list. That's why my list isn't very long. What's your favorite thing that I mentioned on the wish list? Maybe you can comment that below. Oh, I've got some more things. So I thought about getting a peacock and a phoenix and a heart. I also wanted to get wings, but you know, everybody's got wings, everybody and their brother. But at the same time, it would be cool to have wings. Too bad there's not a cute way to get a tail tattooed on you. But yeah, I wanted to do wings, and I liked that mismatched wing look. I was thinking maybe a See, I was thinking maybe like a butterfly wing and a dragon wing. Now that would be cool. Gosh, I wish I could go to the mall. Whew. Alright, Alright, shit. Ooh, I wanted to get Mount Fuji on me at some point. I love Mount Fuji. How can you not love Mount Fuji, though, you know? Okay. Whew. Alright, what else? Yeah, we're gonna switch gears, actually. So, how many of you here have seen or heard of Lacey Games? It is like my favorite ARG at the moment. I wish they'd update it more. They don't update it enough. Ooh, a hyena is something else I'd like to get tattooed. Um... What else? Um... Sorry, I'm trying to... What else? Alright, Lacey Games, that's what I was talking about. So, Lacey Games, right? Tell you about Lacey Games. So, if you haven't seen Lacey Games, or you haven't, watched a video talking about it, here's a spoiler alert if you want to go and watch Lacey Games. But, if you don't care, and, you don't feel like going and watching something else, I'm just going to give a brief rundown of Lacey's backstory and what I believe is in the chronological order, because the games are not in chronological order. So here's what because I want to discuss a theory as well, I want to discuss a theory I had on what I think is going on with Lacey Games. So here is how I think the chronological order of Lacey's backstory goes. So, Lacey is first born into an abusive household with an abusive uncle who, does horrible things to her. Don't know if I want to say it. You kind of I think you know what the uncle did by my implications to a child. Lacey, because of this, grows up to be really submissive and timid and sorry, it's hard to focus on these little details here. Let's see. She had a dog named Angel. And one day the uncle kills the dog, which finally causes Lacey to snap and kill him. And for days, she shoves him under the bed, and for days, she just kind of hides out in the house and doesn't do anything. Now, while her uncle rots under the bed, now, with that being said, eventually she realizes that her uncle can't hurt her anymore. So, she goes and gets a job. Or she doesn't get it, just get a job. Oh, while she's trapped in the house, she does regularly have nightmares about working in a pet shop. So, she decides to open a diner. And her own diner, Lacey's Diner. And Lacey's Diner seems to have two endings. If she's too slow to cook the food, the diner fails. And she ends up putting things from around her uncle's house, including her own rotting uncle, into the food and poisoning her guests, and they end up dying. They don't end up dying, but they end up closing the establishment down for health violations, and Lacey commits suicide. Now, if you win the game, Lacey will have the best diner in the world. So where do I think this comes into play? I think her diner goes well for a little while. And she goes to the mall, buys a bunch of CDs, her favorite songs, cute outfits, and then buys herself a cat. A cute, fluffy kitten. Now, I do think along the way her diner does start to go south. And people start being douchey to her because she's not getting the food out fast enough. And she responds by basically poisoning them. But before she can take her own life, she meets Jay and Macy. And they start a band. What happens next? Jay dies while skateboarding, which leads to the band ending. So now Lacey works in a morgue. And to cope with working in the morgue, she does people's makeup. Excuse me. Or she pretends she's in a makeup parlor is what she does. Now, she's able to keep this going until she has to do Jay's makeup. Which causes her to have a breakdown. Later, she ends up going out with an obsessed fan who ends up killing and eating her. Now, that's what I think the chronological order of Lacey's story is. Now, what is the theory that I have posed? There's the creator of Lacey Games is named Rocio. So Rocio has started Lacey Games with another girl named Charlie before going extremely erratic and then disappearing. Okay. So, when asked about it by the other character, who I can't remember the name of, Charlie is extremely dismissive and not willing to say what happened to Rocio. Now, what do I think happened? Well, I think we can take Lacey's story in chronological order like I've set up, and we can replace Rocio. Now we can replace Lacey with Rocio. Or even Jay in some cases, but let's focus on Rocio. So, what do I think happened? I think that Lacey's story, like backstory with the abusive uncle, especially because there's real photos involved, and the dog and all that follows Rocio's story, the diner. But I think when the diner closes, instead of starting a band with Charlie, they start Lacey's Games. And I think because of Rocio's erratic behavior, Charlie starts to see her as a liability. So she arranges for the stalker guy to get rid of Rocio. Hence why Lacey blames Jay for dying. Said maybe if you were prettier and just put on makeup, this wouldn't happen. So I think, in that case, she hired the stalker to get rid of Rocio. And hence why she's so suspicious about it, trying to cover it up now. So, let's see. However, instead of killing her like the stalker was initially supposed to do, he, for whatever reason, decided to hook her up to computer cables, and from there she still runs the games and tries to, like, tell people what Charlie did to her. So, that is my Lacey Games theory. I need to think of something to... I don't think we're going to get to the coloring phase again. I think I'm going to start doing skeletal work for these in advance. I mean, we're already in an hour. I don't know, I'm going to keep going. Maybe I can do this. Let me think of something to talk about. But yeah, that is my Lacey Games theory. What do you guys think of my theory? Does it, hold merit? Or do you have a different theory? Let me know, like, comment, I want to engage. Let me think. Something to talk about here. Should I tell a story? Or should I introduce another theory? Can't think of something to talk about. Let me think. Let's talk about... wanna talk about vaginas? No. So I do want to spit out some projects that I had in mind. Some fan projects, and I kind of want to... I don't know, what do you guys think? I kind of had like a Steven Universe thing that I wanted to explore. And it would involve, it's kind of a mashup of dreams I had, plus, some Steven Universe ideas that were scrapped, that were good and should have stayed. So, here's what I had in mind. I wanted to do a Steven Universe, kind of a future sequel. So, it would star around Steven Universe, and it would be on his road trip. I was gonna call it Steven Universe Road Trip, actually. And basically, Steven wants to escape his old life because, instead of just going on vacation like he initially wanted to, he goes completely off the grid. And what happens when he goes off the grid? Well, he kind of goes on this rant about how he wants nothing to do with space and aliens and bullshit like that. But, unfortunately for him, his, two main villains for the story arc are none other than Volleyball, who snaps because she didn't like what happened to her. She didn't like that her life was erased. And, Bluebird Azurite, of course, who still want to destroy Steven for disrupting their way of living. So Volleyball is going to go down to where Shell is and activate the other pearls. Then, on top of that, Steven is also going to run into a new love interest because his relationship is just too damaged with Connie to continue. But don't worry, this love interest is another boy. And his name is Bo. Now, it's gonna be kinda obvious, and it's gonna be right out the bat, so it's not really a surprise or a spoiler here, but Bo is also an alien. He keeps it a secret from Steven, but Bo is short for Boa. He's a Snurson. But yeah, I'm gonna keep Bo's backstory kind of secret for now, because, I will say that he is the last of his kind, but I'm not gonna spoil why. I kind of haven't gotten details worked out yet, but they kind of it's one of those things where they start out hating each other, but, because Steven's like this, just wants to relax and not get involved in any drama, but Bo's always, like, trying to convince him to do things that, like, sneak into abandoned amusement parks and shit like that, and so they kind of start out as enemies. I wouldn't say enemies, but they start out as not really caring for each other that much, but, Steven ends up having to... They end up growing closer, and Steven ends up having to take Bo with him because, they don't, because now there's a target on Bo's back because there's the slightest hint that Steven cares about him, and now Bluebird specifically wants to kill, Bo just to hurt Steven. And, same thing goes for, Volleyball, who feels like she's been replaced by Pink. For some reason, she doesn't find out Steven left until they tell her. And then that's what causes her to snap, because, yeah. So, I like the idea. What do you think? I thought about making it a comic series. I mean, I'd have to dub everything myself, but, because I can't afford voice actors, but... Yeah, I thought it'd be cute. I thought it'd be a good series. I thought it'd be fun, Another thing... This one I'm definitely doing. I'm trying to see if I should, I think I'm gonna hold off on it for saying what it is for now, because I actually did put this one in progress, and, I will say that it's an Ed, Edd n Eddy ARG. That's all I'm gonna say. But not an ARG. More like an analog horror than it is an ARG. But that's going into the works. I have another thing going into the works, which is going to be an Arcane series, but I'm still trying to figure out the details on that. I don't even know what to name it. I was going to name it Young Jinx at first, but it seems to be taking a different turn. Only Act 1 is about Young Jinx. Growing up with Silco. But yeah, plus I'm still trying to figure out where to take it, where to end it, stuff like that. Because Act 2 goes into something else. I don't want to spoil Act 2. But, another project, I wanted to do a My Little Pony project, and, it would be kind of Cupcakes-esque, but not quite Cupcakes. It would be G4 based, it would be, it would deal with Saddle Arabia and Hufar's backstory. I'm just trying to decide if I want to make it a fanfic that I narrate, or if I want to make it an analog horror, too. I don't know, what do you guys think? How far in are we? Okay, if this doesn't hit 2 hours, I will color it. But, so yeah, those are our fan projects. Trying to think if I should keep this one a surprise or not, but I think I'm gonna keep it a surprise. I think I'm gonna keep that one a surprise. Sorry. But yeah, there were just things in Steven Universe Future that I felt like weren't explored enough. Like Rhodonite story, for example. Ow. I think too much time was spent on filler. Oh, excuse me. Like, as much as I love Rainbow Quartz, did we really need that episode? Or Rainbow 2.0. Oh, gosh. Damn hand hurts. Oh, I hope that doesn't bruise. Alright, whew. Glad I'm getting my creativity back. At least. I don't know what it is about depression that just makes me not function. But yeah, tomorrow, I don't know, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do it tomorrow because I'm not sure, but my next video will be a narration. I know I'm not gonna do the Seeing Red one yet, There is a one-shot I did about Amazing Digital Circus that I want to do. And what else? Whew. What the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, the one shot. I wanted to do this one shot, and it didn't get very popular on Wattpad. And I really do. I am starting to think that it's just because the Wattpad algorithm sucks. Because my abuse story, the Moxie Allister one that I posted, it did horribly on Wattpad. Like, nobody even clicked on it to look at it. And, when I narrated it here, everybody was clicking on it. And I'm like, and it's got like, I think it was my first story to hit 3 digits worth of views. I think it's somewhere in the hundreds. I think it's at 150, but I could be wrong. And I really thought that Untouchable was going to hit that first. Because everybody loves them some radio dust. Alright. So, yeah, I will say too, like, I kept trying to get people to fucking review the damn thing. And a bit of a rant here, but first review, the only thing I got was, oh, I don't like fan fiction, and instead of drawing your own images, try using AI. And I'm like, what? Why would I do that? And then, like, another one was like, I couldn't get her to fucking look at the damn thing. And, she kept having all kinds of excuses to not do it. And then finally, like, I called her out on it. Because she was reviewing other people that were, like, on her little list before me. And then she, at one point, tried to go, oh, well, I'm not going to do it now because the reviews are too much on me. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So yeah, I did call her out on it, and she finally reluctantly gave me a review, but it wasn't helpful at all, and it just boiled down to, I hate fan fictions, I hate musicals, and sex is icky. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, she acted like a 13-year-old, even though she, like, claimed she was, like, an adult. But yeah, I don't want to get too negative here. Fucking broke my graphite again. So, I ended up getting a, it's too much of a pain in the ass to get a gun, even though I need a gun to keep myself among. I better not do that, because gorillas will get butt hurt. But, see you on the flip side, and screw you, Biomass. Not as much of an inside joke as it was a scare theater reference, but it was funny. Damn it. Cheap piece of shit. Anyways, I did find something that would work just as well, though. I went and ordered. It won't get here until April, but I'm like, why is it taking so long? But I ordered a what do you call it? It's a toothpick crossbow, and it can do some damn damage. I've seen what it can do with toothpicks. I kind of want to see what it can do with, like sewing needles. So when that gets here, I'll, show that off. And the next time a crazy person tries to human traffic me, I can load them with toothpicks. Alright, I'm about to fucking break this fucking pencil. Sorry. Ugh. What next? Oh yeah, I've given my weapons names. The toothpick I've decided to name Psycho. I named my main ritual dagger Firestarter, because I mostly do Firestarter spells with it. Hence the name Firestarter. Plus it was a movie me and Adama watched, so when we were in the early stages of our dating, so, yeah, it, bit of a comfort movie for us. So, Firestarter, and, my cat knife I've named Quill. Which probably would have been a more fitting name for the crossbow. But the name Quill comes from the fact that I plan to make the cat one into an anklet in the near future, so I can just easy access it and nail somebody if they try to get up on me. I wanted to keep it in my boot, but I'm scared of losing it. Oh my gosh. Woo! What's another topic? I don't know why, but I've kept having dreams about the grieving on the Amazing World of Gumball. Don't know if there's a message in that for me. Maybe I'll do a reading on it when I get the dragons in my next dragon video. let's see. I don't even know what I'm gonna call this one. This video. I'm gonna talk about my Patreon, which I haven't done yet, but I'm gonna talk about the ideas I had for it. So for my Patreon, I'm gonna have to do something monthly because I don't want to overwhelm myself too much because I get overwhelmed so easy. But for my Patreon, I'll be doing videos on topics that I really don't like talking about, like, openly. So, like, some of the first videos, for example, will be, why did I decide to sell Milky? Why did I get rid of my Collie cards? But, I'm gonna post, like, one of those a month, like. Another thing is, something else I'm not comfortable talking about openly and would have to put behind paywalls is, like 100 facts about certain stories on my channel that I wrote. Why is that behind a paywall, you may ask? Because, I don't want my writing tips to be out there. So think of it as a class that you're purchasing, I guess. I will make the thing kind of, I don't know, low, because, I'm seeing people put out, like, 120 and shit. Maybe 100's fair. I'm kind of torn between going to 100 or 50 a month. But, probably, I don't want to ask for too much, because I want people to get it, but, at the same time, like, I'm trying to be fair to myself, and, like, let's see. So, yeah, I wanted to do 100 facts about stories. 100 facts. What else did I want to do? I guess I could take requests. Like, I was gonna do, like, for each month, a, zodiac reading. So, yeah, Patreon day is gonna be a big day. I'm still putting it together. I'm still trying to think of what I want to put up there. Like, not everything has to go behind a paywall, but there are certain things that I'm like, okay, this would make a good video, but I don't feel comfortable talking about it openly. Whew. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get a more comfortable setup. Like, I gotta get some cushions or something here. Okay. We're almost done with the outline, at least. Their color palette's not too bad. So I might just do their color palette. Woo! I do not have any more topics. Hold on. Think of a topic while I get these beads drawn here. I think I understand now why people get their nail bed tattooed. Painting your nails is a pain in the ass. Like, I wanted to paint my nails blue and on one side and pink on the other, but I don't know. I just can never get it right. It scuffs. It's like the nail polish stinks. Like, I don't know. I got this cheap nail polish. It was runny. What else? Oh, one thing that can help y'all get me up to higher subscribers. If I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will incorporate a new segment called what should I call it? I'm gonna call it underrated narrations. And I'm gonna basically narrate some fanfics that I personally saw and think are underrated. Like, I've got a couple of favorites that I really like, and I would really like to narrate them on here. Because, like, you just see creepypastas and, My Little Pony ones narrated, you know? Don't ever see other people's hard work narrated. I mean, that's the biggest reason I wanted to start a YouTube channel, because I've been trying to get narrated forever, but nobody will pick me, nobody would do it, and I was like, well, then I want to do it, I'll narrate it. It'll be fun. Daggum back hurts. Okay. I'm really gonna just do more reviews too, because I like to shop. I want to review things. Alrighty. It's a shame Gorilla's writers had to be dicks to me, because I had some good honorable mentions in the Gorillas category. And I also had some fanfics I wanted to write too. But now that I know that they're gonna have that attitude, it's not gonna happen. Okay. I'm trying to break away from fan work, but yeah, the fan work will bring in the views. And I do have my own stuff, but I want my channel to be better before I release it. Get me some Rocky Road after this. What's your favorite ice cream, huh? Say something! Gosh, I remember when I had DeviantArt. I mean, I still have it, it's just abandoned. I had a hard time getting comments there, too. I was like, at one point, I was like, comment, you bastards, comment. Stole that from Markiplier, though, I can't. he was playing some game about turning a car around, and he said, "Drink, you bastards, drink." Why in the hell am I still getting text messages when I put this fucking phone on Do Not Disturb? They're not even my texts. They're like, for some reason I get Dad's text. A bunch of assholes are blowing up his phone. Yeah, that reminds me, one time I set up a GoFundMe because we weren't doing well because we had some vet bills. And we advertised it on Facebook, and my own family did not donate to that GoFundMe. I just kept getting messages going, "I'll pray for you. Yeah, if you ever need my help with something, I'll pray for you too, motherfucker." In other words, fuck you. Can't pay a vet bill with a prayer. Anyways. What else can I talk about? I don't want to rant too much. I'm trying to keep a positive vibe going. So there was this story on Am I the Asshole, and I know I need to stop listening to it. I hear Adama right now saying you need to stop giving them attention, they're bad, they're incels. I know. They almost killed me. I don't know why I still listen to them. But there was this one where this guy, like, was making chocolate custard or something for his sister. And his girlfriend kept sticking her finger in it and eating it. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, you're contaminating it, bleh, bleh, bleh." And he, like, got to the point where he goes, "Stop fucking eating!" And, you know, I've been trying to comment on this one a lot, but, you know, I can't, like, the one thing that absolutely pisses me the fuck off about Reddit is I've had to, go in there and, first of all, I had to make several accounts because they keep banning me. Secondly, you know, they had this, like they'll fucking archive the post and close the comments. I don't know why the fuck they do it. But, just to annoy me personally, probably. But, so, I'm wondering, why the hell don't you just smooth it over with a spoon and just tell your sister, or not tell your sister that your girlfriend stuck her finger in? I don't get why you have to throw it out and make a whole new batch. Like, just don't tell her. You know, like, I mean, that's what I would do. Don't see why you have to be a douche to your girlfriend. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. It's just kind of, now that I've been abused, seeing a man show aggression towards a woman is just really hard for me now. And, you know, I didn't used to be that way. I used to be the complete opposite. I used to think, yeah, like, I used to have, like if you know me from DeviantArt, you've seen, like, I was a stark contrast to who I am now back then. But, yeah. No, things are different now. I've changed. And, I mean, I was 16 when I started DeviantArt, so I guess I should have known I wouldn't have stayed the same forever. But yeah, I'm different now. I am different. All the way. Let's see. Gosh. My artistic rendition of my own tattoos looks like shit. Okay. Oh gosh, we're almost done at least. Damn, we're almost 2 hours in. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to color this today. Let's see. Maybe I'll do like another sketchbook video because I have to have this done in a timely manner. And then I'll do the narration. Alright, I've got to draw little lips. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, in future drawings, I'm gonna draw the skeletal work first because I have to be so I have to be so precise with it. I don't know, maybe not. I kind of look like Lady Demetrius in this picture. I will find you and I will break you. Damn it, piece of shit. Definitely gonna do a list of worst fandoms I've ever tried to join. The Gorillaz fandom I could probably put up with, but when the creators started being dicks, I couldn't. Oh my gosh. I don't know why people can just. Like, I understand. No, like, I'm not saying you have to go out of your way to, like, give money to homeless people or whatever. Because I don't even do that anymore. Because I know they're all faking it. But, you know, can we just not go out of our way to be assholes to people? Like, what? It just astonishes me how people will put more effort into being douchey than they will not being douchey. You know? I'm like, look, can we just. leave each other the fuck alone. If, like, damn. If you're not gonna be nice. Alrighty. I kinda, like, wish that certain creepypastas had sequels to them, you know? Like, I wish The Grieving had a sequel. I wish we'd gotten more from Abandoned by Disney and Room Zero. Like, that all just kind of left at a cliffhanger. I love Candle Cove. I kind of wish Candle Cove would actually get a show. And I'm not talking about that Channel Zero one. I mean, like, their own show. And, like, treat it like it's their show. You know? So, what else? I'm gonna talk about, I don't know, I kind of wanted to wait until I did my customer service one. Story times, because, yeah, everybody's going off on this poor trans girl, Lily Tino. And, you know, that's to the point where they're just being openly transphobic towards her. Oh, piece of shit pencil. And, you know, it's okay to, like, disagree with something somebody does, but I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm one to talk because I've gone there too, but, at the same time, I don't really think Lily Tino did anything that bad. The biggest gripe people had with her is that she, like, would go out, like, she would just go out to restaurants and people would misgender her a lot. And I will say, like, how can you, like, are these videos staged, or are just people really, or is Marcy from Peanuts just working at every restaurant? Because I don't see how you can't tell that Lily is very obviously a female. I mean, she has long hair, she wears feminine clothing, and she, you know, she has big boobs that are very obviously attached to her chest. She even speaks with feminine inflections in her voice, even though it's kind of deep. But, you know, on top of this, it's like, what was I gonna say? Lily Tino. Um, I don't know, just like on top of this though, I will say that if I when I worked in retail, if I wasn't sure of somebody's gender, I would avoid saying sir or ma'am. I would still be polite, and I don't mean to like mirror Lily Tino, but she has a point that you don't need to do that. And I'm not saying like never do it, but just like if you're not sure, um, I don't know, just pay more attention, be mindful. Like if I just kind of like I'm still polite, but I don't say sir or ma'am if I'm not sure. Which again, you should be able to tell with Lily Tino because like she's kind of obviously a girl. Anywho, gosh, we're already at 2 hours. I think I've done a 3-hour video before. I think we'll be okay. So Lily Tino she would go into restaurants and, she never actually, like, people would say that she went in there, went off on people, tried to get them fired, blah, blah, blah. But, I personally, as somebody who's worked in retail and has seen the most unhinged shit and has dealt with the most unhinged people, she did not do anything that bad. All she did was, in each video, calmly correct the server. And then, like, say that it hurt. And maybe there was, like, 2 occasions where she did get the manager involved, but, like, she wasn't going off about it, she wasn't, like... And maybe I can't... Maybe it just, what she's doing looks more tame to me. Because I have dealt with unhinged shit. Again, that is a story for another sketchbook story time. Since it looks like I'm not going to be able to color this in this episode, next time I'm going to do tales from retail and tell you about my retail experiences, because I have had some unhinged shit happen to me. From, let's see, what it was, from having my life threatened over makeup to having coffee cups thrown at my car while I was leaving. Like, there is a huge reason I don't work in retail anymore. But yeah, compared to what I've dealt with, it doesn't really look like Lily Tino did anything bad at all. I mean, if anything, she was just kind of like, hey, this happened, can you train your employees better? And, it wasn't, like, that bad. But yeah, I've seen people just being openly transphobic towards her, where they're just going sir to irritate her and shit, and I'm like... like, I've seen people saying, you'll always look like a man on her transitioning videos, and I'm like... Oh my gosh, people are just so hateful. I just don't like living in a world full of hate, just... That's why I've been trying to keep my own temper at bay as of late. I'm not bottling things up, but I have been trying to not activate my rage as much. And I've been trying to avoid things that would cause discomfort, because it's also part of... I'm just trying to become more relaxed and zen, and that's why I have all these crystals and all these metaphysical stuff. I just want to be chill. I want to be in touch with nature. I don't want to go around hating on everybody and being dramatic and shit, and that's why I put some of my more dramatic videos behind a paywall, but because I only have to do them once a month and all that. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up here, because we've already gone into 2 hours, and I am sore from sitting on the floor for 2 hours. So yeah, if you liked this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell. And, you know, if you'd like to book a personal reading, or buy a commission, or buy a talisman, please do go visit Dragon Realm Boutique on Etsy, where I'm also selling Milky for a limited time only. If Milky is not purchased by the time her listing expires, I will be burning her. Yeah. In the next video, I will be finishing this drawing, because all I have to do is color it. So I'll probably pick, we're gonna do some tales from retail. I think I might put, like, my terrible, like, depending on the story, I think I'm just gonna talk about Karens. And, this one, because it's not gonna take me long to color this. But, yeah, I'm gonna talk about Karens. I'm gonna darken that line a little bit there. We're gonna talk about Karens. We're gonna talk about... We're gonna start off talking about Karens, and then we'll probably talk about why I quit those jobs. Because the Karens I could handle, but the bosses were... yeah. We'll probably save that topic for another time. But, until next time, fellow dreamers, bye.